Fine, then let's start with conditionals. Now I am going to make a new file for conditionals. You can continue here if you wish. So I'll write the name of a new file, conditionals.py, and we'll open it. Now what exactly are conditionals? So a program has to make decisions sometimes, right? So those decisions are informed by the states of variables. So what do I mean by this? For example, we are making an app where people can put in their ages and see if they can vote or not, right? So the program is faced with a decision. Given an age, it has to decide whether the user is capable of voting or not. Now, usually in most countries, you can vote at the age of 18, right? Which is universal adult suffrage, right? So how does a program know whether something is greater than or less than 18, right? Or any given number for that matter. Now, if you have watched the previous episodes, you already know that Python has some built-in functionality. So if I take a variable like age here and let's say 19, and if I can just print out age greater than 18, right? Greater than or equal to 18. So let's see what this prints, right? And since I specified the age to be 19, it prints true, right? Now I don't just want to print true. I want to say that if you're above 18, you can vote, right? So I want to print that you are eligible to vote. How do we do that? Now that is where conditionals come in, and I'll show you how conditionals work, right? So if I close this for a moment and I'll just write what a conditional is. A conditional is a statement where a program makes a decision. It starts with something known as the if keyword, right? And the if keyword is followed by a condition. What is a condition? A condition is an expression that when evaluated will result in a true or false, right? So for example, if 18 greater than 19, this will obviously result in a false, right? So this part is the expression or the condition that results into a Boolean value, right? So if is followed by a condition, and then it is followed by a colon, right? So that is part of the syntax. And the moment you put in a colon, you will see when you come down to the next line by hitting enter, the cursor is indented, right? So it has space before it, and we want that space, right? So, and inside this we will write our code. So essentially what is happening is, if this given condition turns out to be true, so when evaluated, this condition evaluates to true, the code inside this if statement will run. And if it is not true, then nothing will happen, the program will exit. But sometimes we want to do something if it's untrue, so we can add an else clause. Now else clause takes no conditions because it is the default clause. Like if your conditions don't match, then you can put in an else statement, right? So we can write our code here. So let's take a look at that example of how you can see whether a user is or whether a person is eligible to vote or not, right? So we need to take age as input, right? So I'll just consider age to be integer here. You can do float if you want. Now input, enter your age, right? And then we will write if age is greater than or equal to 18, right? Then we can print you are eligible to vote. Otherwise, else we can print you are not eligible to vote. Right? So see how this works. First we take age as input. That string is converted into an integer and it is stored back into the age variable. Right? Now the if statement evaluates the following expression. Whatever value is inside age, is it greater than or equal to 18? So if the age we input is greater than or equal to 18, this code will run, and the moment this code is done running, it will start running again after the if else block, right? So I'll show you what I mean by that. But on the other hand, if this turns out to be false, then this code will run. Alright, so if this turns out to be true, then this code will run and this won't. And if this turns out to be false, then this code will run and this won't, right? So let's just print outside of the if else statement, right? We can print program ends. Let's just fix that R there, right? So we'll see how this runs. So it is asking me for my age, so I'll just say, let's say 20, right? And it's saying you're eligible to vote, and you can see importantly it's not printing you're not eligible to vote, and it is printing program ends. So once an if statement, one of the if statements runs, the execution starts after the else statement, right? So if you can have other if statements and you can have an else, and the execution will start after that if else block. So if this is known as an if else block with an if statement and an else statement, and if one of them is true, the code inside that runs. If it isn't, then the code inside else runs, right? And once any of them runs, execution stops and it continues from after the if else block.